It's Wednesday, May 31st. My name is Rich, and this is your 5-minute fix. Okay, we're going to cite from two different articles here. We're talking about the drama going on between Riot Games, the creators of League of Legends, and the LCS Players Association, the League of Legends Championship Series Players Association. And what this has to do with is the walkout from the LCS Players Associations versus Riot Games controversy. First, we're going to look at this Fragster article because it's quick, tidy, gets to the point. Then we'll go over a couple other things from the Dexerto article, both in which will be listed down in the description below. Riot Games and LCS Players Association drama explained. After the tension between the LCS Players Association and Riot Games leads to a potential walkout, the start of the 2023 LCS summer split appears to be in jeopardy. The conflict between Riot Games and the LCS Players Association began after Riot Games released a significant update on May 13th about the future of the North American Challengers League, which is the Tier 2 scene of the LCS. Also, you think of it as the minors for this esports league, that kind of thing. According to the announcement, LCS franchises were no longer obligated to field academy rosters. Due to the financial worries during the esports winter, LCS teams have long desired the option to withdraw from the Academy League. Immediately after the announcement from Riot Games, well-known organizations such as Cloud9, Immortals, 100 Thieves, and TSM progressively withdrew from the developing competition. Only 3 groups, Evil Geniuses, Team Liquid, and FlyQuest, choose to continue playing in the NACL. As a result of Riot's decision to drop the mandate, the NACL reportedly lost up to 70 positions for players, coaches, and managers according to the LCS Players Association. So, in a nutshell, league teams are no longer required to have an academy team, thus leaving a bunch of coaches, players out in the dust, nothing to look forward to. It's either go big or go home, you make the big leagues, or we don't have anything for you. Many LCS players, both new and seasoned, expressed their discontent with Riot's move, emphasizing that more than half of the current LCS pros rose through the academy system. Riot's ignorance in the situation led players to vote in favor of a walkout, creating a pivotal event in LCS history. The LCSPA stated that it is aggressively contacting players outside of the LCS and requesting that they decline the offer to play for any LCS organization as a substitute. Essentially saying, don't cross that picket line, please. It might not seem good for you right now, but this is to benefit you in the end. So this is a post from the LCS Player Association from Twitter, essentially their statement in regards to the walkout. The walkout vote has overwhelmingly passed. This is not a decision LCS players have come to lightly. Countless discussions and debates were had between all LCS players in the week leading up to this historic vote. One thing is clear from those conversations: our players want to play and compete above all else. Joining hands to put competition aside is a testament to the significance and urgency of the issues at hand. We stand at this impasse because actions were taken by Riot without prior communication or discussion with the LCS players. The LCSPA sincerely hopes Riot will avert this walkout by joining us in the coming days to have open and transparent discussions so that we can forge collaborative solutions to ensure the best futures for the LCS and the NACL. The LCSPA provided a list of adjustments they hope Riot Games will consider and implement: a promotion and regulation system between the LCS and NACL, revenue pools for NACL salaries, and 1-year contract guarantees for LCS players who win the summer finals are among the demands made by the LSPA. That last one, I feel like this, a 1-year contract guarantee for LCS players who win the summer finals. I feel like, that should be a given. Give it to him. He proved it. Give it to him. To prevent the walkout, the LCSPA has also invited the publisher to an open meeting with the players. In response, Riot Games is said to have permitted the 10 franchise teams to recruit replacement players after the roster deadline in order to ensure that the tournament proceeds as scheduled. According to content creator Travis Gafford, Riot has also temporarily abolished the solo queue ranking requirement for the LCS, giving any players, even those with the lowest rankings, access to the league. What are you guys doing? Are you guys gonna go and sign up? You'd be crossing the proverbial picket line for this, but hey, you can get yourself in some LCS tournament action if that's something that has ever crossed your mind, or perhaps it's been a dream of yours. So now that we have gone over the basics of this situation, let's just take a quick look at the timeline. May 12th, Riot Games confirms that it has dropped the requirement that LCS teams need to field a roster in the Challengers League. In response, the LCSPA calls out Riot's lack of commitment to the NACL and urged players, coaches, streamers, and fans to stand up in unison and demand for Riot to reverse this decision in order to protect protect the future of the LCS. May 18th. By this point, it was clear where the 10 LCS teams stand regarding their involvement in the NACL. Cloud9, Immortals, TSM, Dignitas, Golden Guardians, NRG, and 100 Thieves all left the league, while Team Liquid, FlyQuest, and Evil Geniuses opted to remain. May 23rd. The LCS outlines a request list for Riot Games in the face of a threat of a player walkout. Independent reporter Mikhail Klementov reveals that the LSPCA will ask LCS players to vote on a walkout on Sunday, May 28th. May 24th. Riot Games announces a new format for the NACL for the summer split, with only 10 teams down from 16 and a $100,000 prize pool. A pathway to the NACL through open qualifiers is announced, along with a revenue sharing program based on Twitch channel subscriptions. May 28th. The LCSPA announces that the walkout vote has overwhelmingly passed and called on Riot Games to sit at the negotiating table to avoid this unprecedented collective action. May 29th. The LCS Players Association says that it has been aware for over a week of attempts to require teams to field scab players at the start of the season. It adds that it believes players will stand in solidarity and that attempts to create scab rosters for the start of the summer split will fail. The LCSPA has a meeting with Riot later on Tuesday. Executive Director Philip Aram told the Sports Business Journal all player interviews and photo shoots ahead of LCS have been canceled, with the normal media day ahead of the season being called off last minute. Riot Games is dropping the LCS solo queue ranking requirements for this weekend, according to Travis Gafford. Moreover, players will not be required to be present at the Riot Games Arena in Los Angeles and can play from anywhere. Oh my gosh, that I did not see in the other article. Allowing remote play. Woo! That's crazy. That sounds like desperation to me. And then today, May 31st, LCSPA responds to Riot Games' statement announcing that it plans to begin discussions that result in meaningful collaborative action that could lead to the return of the LCS competition. Naz Alataha, I think I pronounced that correctly, Riot Games global head of LOL Sports, issues a statement announcing that the summer split has been postponed by 2 weeks and shutting down the LCSPA's demands. So there you go, quick timeline of the events. What do you guys think? If you are a League of Legends player, are you going to be going out this weekend trying to get that rank up and try to make the LCS in case of this situation not being resolved? Or are you going to stand on the side of the players and hope that the NACL gets reinstated? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. And once again, my name is Rich, and this has been your 5-Minute Fix.